Hello, you are watching News Mongolian MNB World. I am Ochirbold. And for our top stories, the Democratic Party addresses controversial criminal code amendments. Mongolia to be represented at the 2024 Venice Biennale by Sculptor Ochirbold. China welcomes global enterprises at the 4th Consumer Expo in Haikou. For the news, stay tuned. In a press conference held on Thursday, the Democratic Party convened to address the contentious amendments to Mongolia's criminal code, sparking concerns over freedom of expression and human rights.
Ochir, president of the Democratic Party's Youth Federation, spearheaded the discussion, shedding light on Articles 13 and 14 of the Criminal Code, which have recently come under scrutiny.
We have submitted Article 13 and 14 to the Constitutional Court for review. It's important to uphold fundamental rights enshrined in Mongolia's constitution, particularly the rights to freedom of expression. It's a very alarming trend when so many individuals face imprisonment for online criticism, especially journalists being incarcerated merely for expressing dissent on social media platforms or through live broadcasts.
Furthermore, Ochir urged for a re-evaluation of Articles 13 and 14, contending that these provisions not only infringe upon constitutional rights but also contravene recommendations put forth by international human rights organizations. He called for reconsideration of the punitive measures outlined in the Criminal Code, advocating to transfer offenses related to insulting, slandering, and disseminating false information from the criminal to the administrative jurisdiction. He argued that the current legal framework threatens the fundamental freedoms of Mongolian citizens, leading to a gradual erosion of liberty.
For 2024, the show's 60th iteration Brazilian creator, Adriano Pedroso, has chosen the topic of foreigners, for the Venice Biennale, and announced his intention to spotlight artists from diverse and historically underrepresented backgrounds. Sculptor Ochirbold was chosen to represent Mongolia at the Venice Biennale with his exhibition, Discovering the Present from the Future, drawing inspiration from the Buddhist deity Mahakala.
Mongolia's presence on the global cultural arena is marked by significant achievements and upcoming events. Sculptor Ochirbold has been selected to represent Mongolia at the Biennale, with Oyuntoya, cultural ambassador of Mongolia to Germany, appointed as curator, and Dr. Gregor Jansen, director of Germany's Kunsthalle Düsseldorf, as co-curator. The theme of Mongolia's pavilion at the Biennale is Discovering the Present from the Future, with its opening ceremony held on April 18. The event gained the attention from over 50 international media organizations. The official opening, organized under the Go Mongolia brand, welcomed around 200 guests from political, cultural, and business backgrounds, highlighting Mongolia's efforts to promote its art and cultural heritage on the world stage.
Under the general theme, Foreigners Everywhere, my exhibition is unveiled under the name Discovering the Present from the Future. I chose such a name because we have observed a strange phenomena of living in a native country and feeling like a foreigner.
During this exhibition, we tried to convey Mongolia's cultural heritage and art in a contemporary artistic way.
For me as a German, to be invited as a co-curator for the Mongolian Pavilion is a big honor. I visited Mongolia 3 times now, and I'm really, really touched by the country, by the people. So for me, it is, from the first view, I was scared. I thought, wow, that's maybe too much symbols for our community, for Western art history. But in the end, I must say it's really convincing, and the philosophical aspect is very strong.
The Ministry of Culture actively supports the creative industry, aiming to elevate individuals contributing to global intellectual and cultural heritage. Mongolia's focus on the visual arts sector aligns with its strategy to enhance its international presence and facilitate cultural exchanges. In another cultural endeavor, world-renowned baritone Amor Tushin is set to perform solo at Italy's renowned La Scala Theatre in Milan. Additionally, the Mongolian Cultural Center will open at the universities of Florence and Parma on April 19th. Looking further ahead, Mongolia will participate as a guest country for the first time in the Festival dell'Oriente in Rome on April 20th. This participation underscores Mongolia's commitment to sharing its rich history, culture, and heritage with a global audience.
On Saturday, the 4th China International Consumer Products Expo commenced in Haikou City, located in southern China's Hainan province. The expo welcomed global companies to explore business opportunities within the Chinese market.
Over 4,000 brands from 71 countries and regions are participating in the expo, making it a significant event. Running from April 13th to 18th, this year's expo features a record exhibition area of 128,000 square meters, highlighting its scale and importance.
Mongolia Xiaobo, our relation started back in 2021, which is the first Xiaobo. At the time, I based in Shanghai. I help Mongolian companies and manufacturers coming into the Chinese market. And of course, the Xiaobo is such a big platform for the import products, actually for the Chinese, whoever trying to come to the Chinese market. So we knew it and we come for the first Xiaobo. But since then, the Mongolian companies were coming. This year is the first year we're building up the National Pavilion.
This expo, being China's first major international trade fair of the year and the largest consumer expo in the Asia-Pacific region, serves as a crucial platform. It showcases global high-quality consumer products, contributing to global economic recovery efforts and fostering trade relationships.
The Mongolian foreign trade, 80% goes with China. So is the Mongolian. China is the Mongolia's biggest trading partner. So it's very important we not to miss such platforms like Xiaobo to catch up with the market. What's happening with this is very nice, you know.
This year's expo has seen a notable increase in exhibitors and buyers, a testament to the immense potential of the Chinese consumption market. The vibrant atmosphere reflects the growing interest and confidence of businesses in engaging with Chinese consumers.
I can see the growth with my business. The Chinese market is growing. Consumers' purchase power is increasing. Of course, it is in China. We not miss the online e-commerce. We have the Jindang the National Pavilion, Mongolian National Pavilion, but not all these products are out there because we want to test it in such platforms. So the e-commerce is the ones we chosen ones goes into the e-commerce and we push it to the market in the bigger the volume.
Notably, Ireland holds the position of being a guest of honor at the expo. The country has a dedicated exhibition venue highlighting its scientific and technological innovation. Additionally, groups of companies from the UK, Mongolia, and Malaysia are showcasing their products for the first time, enhancing the diversity and international appeal of this event.
Now please take a look at currency exchange rates provided by the Mongol Bank. Now here comes foreign news partnered with international news agencies. Passover is a major Jewish holiday that falls between March 26 and April 25 of the Gregorian calendar. For many Jews, Passover is a time to reunite with family and recount the exodus from Egypt in a meal known as the Seder. This year, families of killed and abducted Israelis face grim Passover.
Every year, Alon Gad's mother led the family's Passover celebration of the liberation of the ancient Israelites from Egypt thousands of years ago. But this year, Gad is struggling with how to reconcile a holiday commemorating freedom after his mother was slain and other family members abducted when Hamas attacked Israel. Gad's sister Carmel and wife Yarden were taken hostage in October 7th attack. His wife was freed in November, but his sister remains captive.
My mother was murdered on the 7th of October, 50 meters from her home. And my sister Carmel, this is the only thing she knows is that my mother was murdered. She saw her on the way out from the kibbutz with the terrorists. And now she's held in Gaza for the last half a year. And she's suffering every second over there.
On Monday, Jews around the world will begin celebrating the week-long Passover holiday, recounting the biblical story of their exodus from Egypt after hundreds of years of slavery. But for many Israelis, it's a hard fathom of celebration of freedom when friends and family are in captivity. The Hamas attack killed some 1,200 people, while about 250 others were taken hostage. About half were released in a week-long ceasefire in November, while the rest remain in Gaza. More than 30 of them are believed to be dead. This year, many families are torn about how or even if to celebrate. Shlomi Berger's 19-year-old daughter Agam was abducted 2 days after the start of her army service along the border with Gaza.
Passover is coming next week. We didn't thought, worst dreams that we'll get to this minute. Almost 200 days and Agam is not home. We say that Pesach is the freedom holiday. But for us, there is no freedom, there is no holiday, because Agam and the other hostages are not here.
Videos of her bloodied face emerged shortly after the Hamas attack, one showing an armed man pushing her into a truck, another showing her inside the vehicle with other hostages. The only proof of life Shlomi has had since was a call from a released hostage wishing him a happy birthday from Agam, who she'd been with in tunnels, he said. Still, he refuses to give up hope. Berger said the family dreams of getting a phone call saying Agam is on her way.
Now please take a look at weather forecast for the world's major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying tuned. We'll see you next time with more news and updates. Have a good day.